Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, I want you to take a listen as it is explained how it was so-called black people who actually founded Los Angeles, California. Now, they were Mexicans of African descent, but they are the ones who actually founded Los Angeles. And these are the things that no one wants to talk about, no one wants to expound upon, and people want to hide. But anyway, take a listen and I will be right back.
The Los Angeles pobladores, or townspeople, were a group of 44 settlers and 4 soldiers from Mexico who established the famed city on this day in 1781 in what is now California. The settlers came from various Spanish castes, with over half of the group being of African descent. Governor of Las Californias, a Spanish-owned region, Felipe de Neve called on 11 families to help build the new city in the region by recruiting them from Sonora and Sinaloa, Mexico. According to a census record taken at the time, there were 2 persons of African ancestry, 8 Spanish and black persons, and 9 American Indians. There was also 1 Spanish and Indian person, with the rest being Spaniards. According to the efforts of historian William M. Mason, the actual racial makeup of the pobladores was perhaps more racially balanced than not. Mason wrote that of the 44, only 2 were white, while 26 had some manner of African ancestry, and that 16 of the group were mestizos or mixed Spanish and Indian people. Black Mexicans Luis Quintero and Antonio Mesa, the only 2 named on the 1781 census, married mixed women and bore several children between them. The pobladores founded the city El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de Los Ángeles sobre el Río Porciúncula, Spanish for the town of Our Lady Queen of the Angels on the Porciúncula River, that day, after some priests found the area 10 years prior. Another historian, Dr. Antonio Rios Bustamante, states that Los Angeles' original settlers were even more mixed than the census stated, but was that African, Indian and European ancestry was a hallmark. In Los Angeles, the El Pueblo de Los Angeles State Historic Park honored the pobladores in the 1950s with a plaque, but it was mysteriously removed. In a Los Angeles Times report, it was suggested that the removal of the plaque was racially motivated. However, in 1981 during the city's bicentennial, the plaque, pictured, was replaced.
Now, it is known that much of history is not being told as it happened. History right now is a set of rules agreed upon by those who are in charge. And so they can say whatever they want. They can display or show whatever they want. This is why movies and television are so very dangerous, because it has been portrayed for decades. Since television and radio and any publication that's come out, it's been portrayed that the first humans on Earth were white people. And so when none of it really made sense as to how black people got here, then all of these other scenarios started to be presented, such as saying that we came from apes and monkeys and things of that nature. So the more you twist history, the more things just don't make sense, right? But that's what we've been seeing for decades and decades now. There has been a narrative that has been taught and distributed around the world that many have come to believe. This is why, despite the images that you see on the walls of ancient Egypt, there are still movies that portray the Egyptians as white people, when the walls of Egypt still show what they look like. But we see much of this continuing to happen. And if you even dare say, well, that's not what happened in history. The people were actually black in that scenario. Oh, the people were actually black in that case too. And they were black here too. They were black as well. When you start to say things like that, then everybody starts to say, what difference does it make? It doesn't matter. While at the same time, still propping up images that are not true to real history. while telling you that it doesn't matter what color, the one who the world calls Jesus, they say it doesn't matter what color he is. They keep on giving you a white image of him when his name wasn't Jesus and he wasn't white. It is what it is. His name was Yahusha, which is more like an Ivory or Hebrew name, and he was a black man. So when you change the name and you change the image, you have something totally different. And you're using the history of these people, giving different names, different faces, and you're telling the people who are trying to set the record straight that it doesn't matter. Who are you kidding when you say the truth doesn't matter? But that's the type of deception that is alive and well in the world today. This is what we are dealing with, and this is what we have to sort through, because many today, as the generations go on, they are believing the lying version of history instead of the truth. And when you try to bring the truth to them, then you will be attacked by even those who are being damaged by it. Anyway, I'm done with this video. In the comment section below, share your thoughts. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video. And with that, I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.